Okay, time for patch 6.55. It should be a quick one, but I don't know what it entails. I've been sick the past few days and I'm a bit late to the patch. I'm sorry if my voice sounds a bit weird. I just, yeah, the nose is still pretty much clogged up and, well, clogged up and running at the same time. But yeah, that's how it sometimes is. Yeah, to try to avoid spoilers on social media. I'm not sure well, I did see some things, but I don't know any context. So I will see how this one will go. And yeah, the voice will stay like that for the duration of the video. I'm sorry, but, well, it happens sometimes. So here you go. Astaya, Ratzatan home. So she can speak. That's good. Good to know. When one door closes, Varshan has a message from Charlian. Ah, Mengno. One of my clerks was just here with a message for you. The students of Valdesin request your presence in Charlian at your earliest convenience. Indebted as I am to your friends, I had hoped that I too might be of service, but it is you alone that they require. If you've no pressing business, pray make your way to the Valdesin Annex at once. Ojika awaits your arrival. Okay. In the meantime, I shall continue showing Ashtaya the city. From notable landmarks to the people's lives, there is still much and more for her to see. Ah. Farewell for now, my friend. I look forward to the day we set forth on another adventure together. Hopefully to Mericidia. Bye. Let's go. The only good thing, because I'm late, the place is pretty much empty now. That's good. It's not stuffed with people. Ajika! A warm and hearty welcome to you, Mingno. I gather you received our message. Please wait here while I fetch Kral and Graha. There they are. Thank you for coming on such short notice. And forgive us for sending you so soon after your trials in the void, to say nothing of your grueling battle against the 12. Now then, we aren't actually the ones who require your presence, but Aaron will. He stopped by recently to see you and asked us to reach out to you on his behalf. Oh, curious. I imagine you're as surprised as we are, given that he was supposed to be away on a long expedition. Actually true, yeah. Something must have necessitated a change in his plans. All he would tell me is that there is someone whom he wishes Mingno to meet. Ah? He also mentioned that he would be tending to business at the studium. Shall we look for him there? Not a stadium, there is no stadium in Charlian. Graham? Erinville's early turn likely has something to do with this visitor. Who could it be, I wonder? Well, I know who it is, but... Lex. Now then, where's Erinville? Here we go. And suddenly the snow is gone and the sky is clear.
Erinville!
I don't mind. Okay. Let's go. On auto. I'm sorry for my sniveling.
Apologies for the wait. I hope I haven't called you away from anything important.
No, it's okay.
I chanced
I'm
upon
just
some
sick.
commissioned items at my destination, so I thought I might deliver them.
Where did you go, if I may ask?
Well, you
The
tell
New
us.
World. Tural.
Nice.
You went to Tural. Then the person who you wish to introduce.
Aye, she hails from there. I present to you...
Yes? Where is she?
Well, it seems you've lost her.
Did she wander off?
Oh, and Kral is actually wearing the earring. I just noticed.
Sorry. It's just so different here. I can't help but want to explore.
Oh, I like the accent.
Well, while you were exploring, your candidate came to us.
Good.
This is him. The adventurer you crossed the seas to meet.
Hey there.
Oh, you weren't
Hello.
exaggerating. It's plain he's no ordinary man.
Yeah, I'm a Lalafell, not a man.
Utlamat, claimant to the throne of Tulihuela.
Tulihyolal. Okay, there's an H in there somehow. At least-
Tulihyolal.
Yeah, she repeated it, okay.
It's Tural's governing nation. The capital bears the same name.
I'll get to the point. I want you to come with me to my homeland.
Oh, that's sudden.
Given the magnitude of the request, perhaps you should explain why you're making it?
Yeah, please.
Of course.
I'm all here.
Soon, an event of great import will be held in Tural. The Rite of Succession. Taking the form of a contest, it will determine who next ascends the throne.
Okay.
As daughter to its present keeper, I will participate. And I have every intention of winning.
Okay.
I was searching for champions to join me when Erenville told me about you.
And how are these
A
two
mighty
connected, to be honest?
warrior who knows no fear, who sweeps aside terrible fiends as if they were reeds, who flew to the edge of existence and saved our star.
You're putting a bit thick there, Anvil.
She asked who Eorzea's greatest hero was, and so I told her. Much more elegantly, I might add.
Okay. I trust you.
Now you know why. You'll come to Tural, yes?
Wait, let's all just slow down.
Graha doesn't want me to go.
Wuklamat.
Come with
was
me.
it? You claim to be of the royal family, but is it not the Mamulja who rule in Tural?
Yeah.
Tulihyolal is a nation of many peoples. Not only the Mamulsha, as some across the seas are quick to assume.
Hey,
That said, its
don't be mean.
present ruler is a Mamulsha, and one blessed with two heads besides.
Yeah. Cool.
He's also my father. Not by blood, obviously, but he raised me as his own, and that's what matters.
Okay.
So that is the way of it. My
Aw.
apologies if I was indelicate.
No, it's okay.
Hardly. I know little about your land, and nothing about your parentage.
I like her.
But in my eagerness, I've gotten ahead of myself. I can't expect you to agree on the spot when we've only just met.
She is giving up some...
If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Just know, though, that if it's adventure you seek, you could do far worse than come with me.
She's giving off some breeder vibes.
No, this is only a rumor.
Ah.
But apparently, the contest will involve the fabled city of gold and the legendary beast, Valyarmanda.
Okay.
Tell me that doesn't pique your interest.
Well, how cool, but I don't know who that creature is. Yeah, I did hear about the Sea of Gold already, but... let's go with... Oh, I don't know. Let's go with that one. That's just a rumor, right?
Well, the details of the contest have yet to be announced,
Okay.
but the rumors come from someone involved in the preparations. So I'd say there's more than a grain of truth to them.
I advise you not to put much store by these rumors. Golden cities are not but a dreamer's fancy.
Okay, if you say
Says
so.
the dreamer who was bent on finding one when he was a child. Just because you failed doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
So they know each other since childhood. Okay.
Tuliolal and the Golden City. Just like in the letter to grandfather.
Regardless of what the contest may entail, it'll be no simple thing. If I'm to triumph, I'll need capable and dependable companions.
Well,
So let's go on a hunt together. There's no better way to get acquainted.
a hunt, okay. Yeah, sure. Let's go. Oh, Erinville. First quest already done. Just 2 more. And Snow is back. Erinville? That's long and short of it, at the very least, I ask that you go on this hunt of hers and take her measure for yourself. I don't know how to make his, or how to do his accent yet. I have to learn. Or hers, to be honest. So, where to for our hunt? The stronger the prey, the better. A journey to Tural. A game is afoot. Okay. Gratia appears equal parts bewildered and excited. The chance to see not only Tural. Oh, wait a sec. I forgot I had it on auto, sorry. A chance to see not only Tural, but the fabled Golden City besides. This is a stuff of grand adventure, my friend. Which is not to say you should hastily accept this invitation, mind. There's still a great deal we don't know. So let us begin to rectify, that by first getting acquainted with our visitor in the manner she suggests. Sure? I'm sorry for my voice. I'm not certain that might be a suitable location for her hunt, however... I'm not certain what might be a suitable location, sorry. When I was at the guild earlier, I learned about a petition from researchers on the Isle of Harm. Ah. You went there not long ago and called some unruly fauna, of course, but according to recent reports, other ordinarily docile fauna have grown savage. It's believed that they've been unsettled by some manner of predator, and so the researchers seek assistance in identifying and dispatching. As part of your hunt, perhaps you might answer the petition. Yeah, sure. The isle isn't far, and we will thus be helping those in need. That worked for me. Sorry, that works for me. Just so you know, I found my skills against some of the fiercest beasts in Tural. Whatever this creature is, it had better be able to put up a proper fight, or it'll end before we have the chance to get acquainted. Ah. They seem to be quite fond of each other. And you, Crow? Wanna come with us? With your new weapon? And before we can prove ourselves capable and dependable companions... My apologies, but I must see to some preparations. Pray go on ahead, Trial. I will join you as soon as possible. Here we go. She's getting changed. If the rest of you are ready, let us head to the harbor. Sorry. This being guild ship business, it should be simple enough to secure a vessel. Let's go. Oh, they are already here. Gra? Crow is acting a little strange, don't you think? It's just a simple hunt. I wonder what preparations she needs to make. We have the loan of a ship from one of the captains. A cheery fellow. I can operate a vessel, so we don't need to trouble him to take us. Oh, good. Proclamat. So we have to take a ship? Ah, I had barely set foot on dry land. Oh well, I suppose it's for a good cause. A hunt. Come on, let's get going. Aboard the ship, several cutscenes will play in sequence. To recommend set aside sufficient time. Okay. Okay, got myself something to drink, so I hope my voice will be slightly better for this duty. Let's go. Ah, beautiful, colorful city. City. Island, obviously.
From here, we must walk.
Oh, voice, nice.
So much ice. It rivals even Yogg-Tural.
So there is ice in Yogg-Tural too. Okay.
Oh, a white bear. I wonder what it tastes like.
Remember, we're here to deal with creatures that have been deemed an unacceptable danger. Do not attack anything else unprovoked.
I know.
Aw. Da, 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 da.
So this is the isle where ether literally bursts forth.
Aye, the Isle of Ham. The geysers lie deep inland, however.
They do have a similar stand right now. A familiarity.
Kona told me nothing about this place.
A familiarity. Koana.
I doubt your brother managed to come out this way. He's like to have toured facilities like Labyrinthos, however.
Ah, so she has a brother. Good.
The great big cavern under the city. It's amazing that they could make a sky down there complete with a sun.
This brother of yours, he has been to Sharlayan.
He has. Kona's my second older brother. And until recently, he was a student in the city.
Second, so there is one more.
He went on and on about technological amusements. It made me want to come here too one day. And so
Okay.
I did. I think I understood something of how he felt when I set foot in his beloved studium.
He went to the studio. Your brother must be quite a scholar. But I wonder, like you, he'd be royalty, yes? With such a personage coming to Sharlayan to receive an education would surely have caused a stir, yet I recall nothing of the sort.
He consulted with the head of the studium
Curious.
beforehand, that his identity might remain secret.
Ah,
Being Mikote, he had no trouble
No?
blending in. He's adopted like me, you see.
okay.
One time, though, he almost let it slip to a professor. It was all he could do to parry the barrage of questions.
Having no shortage of questions myself, I can imagine.
Whatever you like. I don't mind. But I maintain, hunting together is the best way to get to know someone.
Okay. So let's go.
The researchers should be up ahead. Let's find them and learn what we can.
It's so peaceful right now.
The researchers should be just ahead.
Oh, we're already here. Okay.
There. The building to the northeast.
Oh, that one.
So ordinarily harmless creatures have grown savage.
I was wondering if...
Don't know what's got them riled up, but I'll take down any that thinks to try me.
if we go to this building at some point. Can't speak with them, okay.
Right, let's hunt our kill.
Look! Someone's in trouble!
Yeah? Taste my axe!
These animals are usually so docile.
Oh, thank goodness you've come. I take it you're the one who answered our petition? Wait, aren't you? You are, Megna, the adventurer who saved our star. Would that our meeting was under better circumstances. I was conducting a routine inspections of the transporter here when I suddenly found myself surrounded. You'll find more of the same across the chasm. Once docile animals grown strangely aggressive. My colleagues there can tell you more. If you give me just a moment, I can finish checking our equipment.
You really are famous.
That's okay.
And for good reason, as you'll soon see for yourself.
Ah. There. It should be safe for you to show. Okay, cheers.
Quite an interesting contraption you've got here.
Is that our petitioner? Let's go and have a chat.
If you've come to this petition, you should speak with my colleague here. The adventurer come to answer my petition, I presume? We are most fortunate to have one of your considerable skill here to aid us. A creature of unknown origins has been sighted on the island in recent days, and we believe its presence has affected the local fauna. The animals beyond this gate are the worst affected we've encountered thus far, though we dare not go back. Your task is to quell any threats you find and search your traces of the beasts responsible for all this. And search for traces of the beast. Okay. If you should find anything at all, we would be most grateful if you would share it with us. Hey.
I'll handle this.
Oh, she's strong.
Is that all? Come on, let's pick up the creature's trail.
That's the first time we can check out this area here. Interesting colored trees, to be honest. Probably by the ether. Or changed by the ether. Yeah, I like to explore, I'm sorry. You find no signs, okay. And this one? You find ravaged beast remains torn to shreds by sharp
These
talons.
claw marks. I've seen their like before.
Really?
It's starting to feel like a proper hunt.
Ah. Look at that. Tattered plumage, okay. You find feathers are scattered around the ground. There are signs of a fierce struggle.
Feathers. But did they belong to the predator or the prey?
Good question.
So, how do you prefer our prey? Roasted or raw?
You presume it's even safe to eat?
Now down here. Some poop. I hope it's not gonna say it's... The cloying stench of fresh leavings assail your nostrils. Whatever beast left them is likely still close by.
Still fresh.
Yeah.
Whatever this beast, it cannot be far.
Would you look at that?
Do you suppose they're upset we disturbed their home?
Maybe.
Who knows? If they're spoiling for a fight, they've got one.
Let's head back and report what we found.
Can't jump down? Okay. Let's see. I'm sorry. Hey. Go wandering too far off. Would you look at that?
Powerful wings and razor-sharp talons. Worthy prey.
But here we go, the real one. Oh, I like the look of that one.
That thing?
Haha, I can talk
It
or imitate.
speaks?
Bye.
It's heading towards the falls.
I'll stay with the researchers. The creature, I leave to you.
Okay.
Come, Waklamat.
Right.
You didn't much speak as to just imitating your... What you said before. No, still scuffed, okay. Anyway, let's go. Come on. And will you just wait for us here? Nice.
Just so we're clear, I wasn't startled by the beast earlier. It caught me by surprise, that's all.
Forgive me,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I failed to see a difference.
I'm getting
Don't
hungry.
be...
Let's be done with this so we can eat.
Don't be so mean, Gra.
Think you're clever, huh? I'll rip off that beak and roast you on a spit!
Okay, let's go.
Although you like bird, I'm going to have the last laugh. Oh, I'm going to enjoy sinking my teeth into you. Ah, shut
Let's go have fun with commentary.
Such an enormous hologram.
Not good. Quickly, gather together.
Right, of course.
I've got you.
Ah. Thank you very much.
That was too close.
Steady now.
Oh.
You pay for that.
Again. Easy. So now it's my turn. To get him out.
Thank you.
Now defeated, okay. Attacking the wings, okay, there we go.
That was hardly a tickle. Try this.
Here we go. That looks funny.
Nothing to
Or
it.
sound funny. Maybe some new animations already for Warrior. I am. Don't worry. And here we go. And now Yakitori.
And I had barely limbered up.
Good to know. But you are shaking. So... haha.
It was a terrible foe, but no match for your axe.
And my blade. And your staff.
Only to be expected. You were pretty impressive yourselves. I was right to invite you on a hunt.
It's not over.
But what a curious bird that was. Though we have similar in Tural, they don't grow so big or use such dirty tricks.
Are we really just staring at it? Come on.
Dirty tricks, dirty tricks.
Aye, dirty and despicable. Otherwise, I could have easily...
Oh, come now.
Leave this to me.
Here we go.
Have at you.
Our new painter.
Cryle.
Ooh, I love the outfit.
Terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
Very nice
She
outfit.
arrived as I was seeing the researchers to safety. It was all I could do to keep up with her after I explained what happened.
That smile.
So this is what you meant by seeing to preparations?
After hearing of the contest, I thought how wonderful it would be to join you. In coming here, I wanted to demonstrate my skill at arms to Wuklamut. Alas, it seems I missed most of the action.
Well, we are very thankful.
That was amazing! The piece didn't stand a chance!
I'm glad to have been of service.
You
May
were?
I ask what inspired this change?
You will recall the time you descended to the ethereal sea in search of Heidelin.
Yep.
Recognizing that my skills were inadequate, I chose to provide support from afar, rather than join you. It was the same when you set forth for Ultima Thule. How it pained me to stay behind, again and again.
Well, but thanks to you, we got Xenos on our... Yeah, actually, yeah, thanks to you, Xenos had to come or came after me.
That's what inspired this change. Ever since the final days were averted, I've used every spare moment to hone my craft. As you all have adapted your methods to suit the circumstances, I started by considering how I might best contribute.
I really
And
like
after
this
much
brush.
deliberation, I arrived at my answer.
Aw,
With the esoteric art passed down by the legendary Archon realm, Pictomancy.
there we go. Archon Realm. Okay. They had to use that
As I
name.
recall, you have embraced versatility to effectively complement a certain someone's style.
Hmm?
What I do is much the same. Like you, I don't want to be left behind.
You won't.
Indeed. I must say, you appear to be especially keen on being involved in the ritual of succession. Is there any particular reason?
Yeah, your earring, obviously.
Yes, there is. This letter from Tuli Yolal. It was addressed to my grandfather Galuf and turned up among the students' archives. The ink was faded, so I couldn't fully make out the sender's name. Galul, someone.
Gul Jaja.
Jaja. Gulur Jaja.
Yep.
That's my father, the Dawn servant.
Dawn Servant. Okay, that's the first time we are hearing this name.
What does the letter say?
While much of it isn't legible, it appears to be a request to investigate the Golden City.
Oh,
A request to investigate the Golden City? From the Dawn Servant himself?
so it means that it
Well,
actually exists.
well.
Okay,
Seems it may be more than a rumor after all.
looks like it, yeah.
Being a member of the royal family, it was my hope that you could confirm the authenticity of this letter.
Good idea.
I can say for a fact that my father didn't write this.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Given how
That was
culturally
fast.
diverse Tuliyollal is, it was decided some time ago that a common language was needed. But instead of elevating an existing tongue and its speakers above all others, we looked to those widely spoken overseas and created an altogether new one.
Okay.
The similarities to your common tongue also make it quite easy to communicate in these situations, no? This letter, however, is entirely in Eorzean. If Father had written this, it would have been in Turali.
Okay.
What's more, it bears a wax seal. We don't bother with them.
Okay. In that
So
case.
the letter is fraudulent, then?
Oh, I didn't mean to say that. My father's signature is genuine, as far as I can tell, so perhaps he simply dictated it.
That could also be the case. Plus, go on, mention your earring.
I see. Oh, thank you for the confirmation. It seems my grandfather indeed had dealings with Tuliyollal. I can't help but be curious as to what exactly he was doing there.
And how long
In
ago
order to
was
help
it?
us decide on a course of action, would you mind if I asked you some questions about your home?
By all means. After all, learning about one another was the purpose of this hunt. We can talk while feasting on this fellow. I, for one, am starving.
And did you learn something about me?
We're eating that.
What? Cats eat birds, right? Okay. Kra? Thanks to Uklamat, we know who sent the letter. We now know who sent the letter to grandfather, among other things, but many questions still remain. Wait, we know? Wait, this is signature. Okay, so I understand Kra's feelings all too well, the desire to do one's part. It can be daunting to try and keep up, but nothing will change unless we take the first step. Ah, what an exciting hunt that was. And now it's time to savor the reward. Sorry, that sounded Scottish for a second there. With the wildlife pacified and the researchers safe, our task is complete. That just leaves the matter of the colibri meat. For better or worse, there is only one place we can take it. We can take it to here in Charlian, the last stand. Come, let us see what they can cook up for us. Hey there, old friend. Well, now there's a famished face, if I've ever seen one. What can I get you, Mingno? Well, actually, I have something for you. Ah, bird meat from the hunt, you say? Leave it to me, I just have the recipe. It's a new dish I recently learned from some sailors, and for you lot, it's on the house. Have as much as you like, you hear? Thank you very much. That looks...
Come. Let's enjoy the bounty of our first outing together.
That's bird meat, really? That's a weird looking meat. Or a piece for bird.
I'd heard that Charlian cuisine was terrible, but this is fantastic.
Actually, I love the action lines. That's a new addition.
What is this? Oh, it smells spicy.
Not good?
Oh, come now. Since when did you become so soft? It's not like we don't have spicy food in Tural, too.
Oh. Yeah.
According to Dickon, intensely hot dishes have become popular in Razadhan after a traveller ordered a curry with several times the usual amount of spice.
Well, I mean, it wasn't just me. I mean, Zero helped too.
So he started offering the same in order to please the growing Harnish population here in Sharlayan.
Oh.
It's nothing I can't handle.
Oh, no need to cry. Yeah, get some meat, it will help. With the spice.
Your boorish manners reflect poorly on the both of us. I wish you would consider your station.
I swear, sometimes it feels like you open your mouth only to criticize.
Would I be correct in assuming you've known each other for a long time?
Yeah, it seems so.
Aye, thick as thieves since we were little.
I beg to differ. She is a long-standing acquaintance. Nothing more.
Ah?
I see. I see.
All this time you were from Tural. Oh, would that I had known sooner. There's so much I'd like to ask.
No need to be so formal. Come on, Erenville. Out with
You
the
and
good
everyone else.
info.
I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless interrogations.
Ah,
Well, if he's going to be a miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our homeland instead.
I would like to eat that one. It looks good.
Since ancient times, many peoples have called Tural home, and they've been fighting each other for nearly as long.
Why?
The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation.
Okay.
And that's how Tuliolal came to be.
80 years ago, so... What was it, Gulol Chacha, or was it someone else?
Since then, we've enjoyed an era of uninterrupted peace. But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor. One who can preserve his legacy.
That would be difficult if you only have one head. Maybe.
Including myself, there are 4 claimants to the throne. But while we all have the right to participate, one among us cannot be allowed to rule.
Ah? Who might that be?
A man who is too ambitious by half.
Probably the...
Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural.
Probably the real... son, or at least the other Amalja. Who is right behind my avatar. Right next to... on the right next to me.
While most are simply relieved, he sees weakness to exploit and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
Ah,
Everything my father has done to give us peace, he would drag us back into war.
hey,
Can't allow it.
the table didn't do anything to you, but
No matter what, I must win this contest.
sounds admirable.
I understand your reasons. But this being an event that will dictate the course of your nation's future, is it appropriate for outsiders like us to be involved?
Good question.
Oh, it's more than appropriate. The Dawn Servant himself expressly encourages it.
Oh, okay.
The ruler of Tural must navigate the intricacies of myriad cultures, and there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do so than to work with foreign allies.
I see.
That's why I sought you out. Through our hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill, but more importantly, one of good character as well.
Interesting that... Well, maybe because of that, they didn't... Or the other party didn't try to get me on their side.
And so I ask you, will you lend me your strength and help me win the throne of Tulihualal?
So I guess the other...
You don't need to decide right this moment.
So I guess the other people from the Scions will go with the other successor. Not the one that she mentioned that shouldn't win, but the one that was a student. Makes sense.
I will need you if I'm to triumph over the competition. I'll stay here as long as I can while waiting for your answer.
You have to only wait for the amount of time it takes for the expansion to finish and drop. So,
In that case, allow us to prepare a room for you at the Baldessian Annex.
That's very kind of you.
I will give you an answer right away, but the expansion is not ready yet.
And one more thing. Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
Yeah, sure. Why? Graham? Judging by Wuklamar's reaction, it appears Turali cuisine isn't excessively fiery. Maybe. Whether Wuklamar has the makings of ruler, I couldn't say. But I do know that she deeply cares for her nation and her people. Whether you choose to help her, though, is for you and you alone to decide. Think on it well. Now then, it's past time. I reported our mission's success to the guild ship. I would have done so sooner, except Her Highness needed to have her royal meal. I shall come by the annex later. Till then. Oh. Okay, some baba ganoush. And the final quest, The Coming Dawn. Gratia is mulling over what you have learned of Clamat and her plan. And the mysterious reward. Well, I dare say we now have a fair grasp of Clamat's situation. Still, you've been afforded time to consider her invitation. Why not use it to learn more about Tural? Numenon is bound to have some information on the continent. Yeah, I'm okay with reading some stuff, so it certainly wouldn't hurt to be better informed. Quite right. Not only would it help you to make an informed decision, but if you do choose to go, you would be better prepared for what awaits. Come, my friend, let us be off to the archives. Numenon, come on, what do you have for me? Maybe something down there? No? Blue covered book. Principles of Blue Magic and Spell Acquisition. The origins of Blue Magic can be traced back to the esoteric practices of the Wallaki, a tribe in the distant continent of Tural. The tribe holds nature in the highest, and in seeking to cultivate a spiritual connection with it, they have learned to harness the power of the wildlife around them. In exchange for teaching them the common tongue, I was permitted to live among them and train in their ways. Those days were some of the most grueling I remember, but they were tremendously rewarding. For instance, I had the privilege of visiting Lapis Canyon, the tribe's sacred grounds. It is so named for the ceruleum deposit that swells up to the surface, turning the entire canyon a brilliant blue. Under a shaman's watchful eye, I finally managed to master the Wallakie's art and make the animal's power my own. As no name existed for it in the common tongue, I took the liberty of naming it Blue Magic. The reason I chose its color, as you will have doubtlessly gleaned, is for the significance it holds to the Wallakie. I cannot think of a name more fitting to honor the people from whom this noble magic was born. Ah, okay. Oh, Graha? History, geography, botany. The public archives alone should suffice to provide a solid grounding on Thrall. An unblemished book. Eorzean cuisine, a history. It is impossible to adequately discuss Eorzean cuisine without speaking of that land from which many of our modern-day staples hail, the far western continent of Thrall. Ogre pumpkins, ruby tomatoes, or tomatoes, I don't know, even the ubiquitous popoto. These crops and more that regularly grace Eorzean dining tables trace their origins to the New World, as the place is known to most. The tale of this culinary immigration begins in the year 1498 of the 6th Astral Era, when a Lominsan sailor named Ketenram successfully traversed the Indigo Deep to arrive at the theretofore unknown continent. Ketenram, spent several moons exploring inland, in the course of which he encountered the denizens of the sprawling nations of Mamulja. He was even granted an audience with their supreme leader, whose confidence he won along with permission to roam freely. Ketenram, would return to Thrall several times, but during his first expedition he charted the land and gathered myriad roots, vegetables, and seeds to bring back to Lims Lominsa. The most notable of these was the popoto, whose ease of cultivation and nutritional value saw it quickly spread to all corners of Eorzea. Produce was far from the only bounty of Ketenram's expeditions to Thrall. Many tantalizing recipes, such as the bean-filled burrito, and gripping legends such as that of the Golden City, reached our shores by way of his ship. To those outside of Ketenram's circle, Thrall largely remains shrouded in mystery, yet its influence on our cuisine cannot be overstated. Many scholars, as I'm included, would relish the chance to immerse themselves in the culinary culture of that faraway continent. I'm looking forward to it. Come on. Now, Faded Tome. The flora and fauna of Thrall. Every land has given rise to unique wildlife, and the continent of Thrall is no exception. And while some of her creatures have become a familiar sight in Eorzea, many and more exist that are rarely seen this side of the Indigo Deep. This tome introduces a select variety of species that as described in the testimonies of sailors and adventurers. Alpaca, accustomed to Thrall's craggy mountain ranges, this four-legged beastkin has been domesticated for seemingly hundreds, if not thousands of years. Their soft white fleece is highly prized by weavers, while their strong legs and sure footedness makes them capable beasts of burden. There we go. Vipers. Okay, this ferocious skin is native to the dense jungles of Thrall. The Mamulja have succeeded in taming them and utilized their prodigious strength for manual labor. Given their immense size and power, it should come as no surprise that the Viper is also employed as a siege beast. Enemy fortifications cannot long withstand this horned brute's rampage. Valigarmanda, here we go. Thralli folklore holds that this bird-like creature is the mightiest of beasts and the very embodiment of nature's power. Whether it exists beyond myth, however, is uncertain. But we are going to see it in the expansion. I mean, they already showed it, so it will be there. Last but not least, Leatherbound Book. Sorry. Lines in the Sand, the Geopolitics of Hydaelyn. Let us begin by comparing the geographical characteristics of the three great continents and Tural. The former stretches from east to west and lies entirely within the northern hemisphere. In contrast, the latter extends to the far reaches of both northern and southern hemisphere, and a difference immediately presents itself in the form of climate variance. Shifts in climates tend to be gentler when moving east and west, but harsher when moving north and south. Makes sense. Owing to this fact, longitudinal migration is far more common in history, whether it be by man, animals, or plants. A case in point is the Alligans, who rose to power in Aldena before advancing east to Ilsabad. Their movement would be mirrored thousands of years later by the Gallians. Meanwhile, also the disparate tribes of Tural waged war with one another for generations. Stimulated by the climate, none could make any great headway north or south. Tribes hailing from frozen lands withered beneath the desert sun, while those that thrived in open plains could not pierce dense jungle. Such was the way of it, until the leader of the Mamulja succeeded in bringing the continent under one banner. Given the land's divided history and the reason thereof, one cannot help be in awe of this feat. Truly, it is a testament of the autarch's greatness. Having pursued a wide section of books relating to Tural, you are somewhat better informed about your potential destination. Gratia will be eager to know what you have discovered. Scoured the library to your satisfaction, have you? Excellent. But there are few books wholly dedicated to the subject of Tural, I dare say you found tidbits of useful information scattered here and there. I did. But come, let's continue this outside. The mammoths do not take kindly to chanter. Haha. Now then, I'm quite keen to hear your honest impressions. I couldn't help but notice that we read the very same book on cuisine. I was pleasantly surprised to find reference to Tural within. Among them, did anything in particular pique your interest? Actually... yeah, let's go with City of Gold. Why not? Ha! I suspected any mention of City of Gold would catch your eye. It's truly a mystery among mysteries. Here is a city whose location is unknown, that no one has ever seen, and yet whispers of its existence continue to persist. Countless souls have set off in search of it, never to return. I can imagine it being a suitable challenge for the ritual of succession. Never to return, that sounds bad, to be honest. But moving on, did you perchance learn aught about the fauna of Tural? Given your adventuring background, I expect the topic would interest you. Yeah, probably. Should we go with Lagamanda? I want to go with the alpaca just because. Why not? Ah yes, the alpaca. Alpaca. I think it's the correct pronunciation in English. In addition to serving as beasts of burden, they provide clothes for people by way of their lush fleece. They are especially prized by mountain tribes, who hold certain rare specimens sacred. Ah. I thought I heard familiar voices. I say. And Alfina too. Hey there. Fancy running into the two of you here? Well, have some research of your own, you do? Do you? We hope to arm ourselves with knowledge that may benefit the Guardian people. Having forged a new trade agreement with Ratzatan, they will next look to foster relations with other nations. This includes former imperial provinces. In view of this, we hope to find hints in history on who neighbors or differing races and ideologies might engage with one another. And what of the two of you? What endeavor brings you here this day? Oh, you have no idea. Just a visitor from Tuliolal. A nation composed of the disparate peoples of Tural. I dare say this is precisely the kind of example we seek. You would do well to read up on Tuliolal ourselves. The contest is being the only one allowed to help Vuklamat. There was no mention of such restrictions, as I recall. On the contrary, Vuklamat gave us the impression that she could have several champions. Oh. I think I know how to make the most of our respite, sorry. Follow me off now. We have planning to do. Alice, wait! It would seem our plans have changed, if you'll excuse me. Don't look so lost. They never could rest on their laurels. Come, let's return to the annex. Let's go. Was a nice date, thanks, Graham. Actually, he is still here. Yeah. What is it you see? Anything wrong?
Oh, it's just... Despite all that we've learned, I can't help but feel we've yet to hear the whole story.
Yeah, I mean, the whole story is coming in form of a new expansion, but yeah.
What about you, my friend? Are you inclined to accept or refuse Vuklamat's request?
So far, it seemed reasonable. Ah. Yeah.
I never say no to a new adventure.
Ha! I thought you might say that. With an intrepid attitude such as yours, I believe all shall be well.
It will. Don't
Be
worry.
it the contest or something else, there will be many trials for you to overcome at your destination.
Yeah, I know.
But in the course of seeing new lands and meeting new people, you'll surely find a way forward. That's what adventurers do, is it not?
Yep. But why are you talking so... I don't know.
Such a journey would be the envy of many a scholar. Distant as it is, Tural remains largely unknown to us, with only meager records to be found in Numenon. The experiences to be had, all the things you might hear, feel, and think.
You had to say it that way, right?
It's enough to stir me to the core.
Well, then come with me. Even if it's
Life is
just...
a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road.
Well, then come with me, even if it's just to be my... I don't know, gate book, so to speak. I mean, I know you will come. You were in the trailer.
But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it.
I am, don't worry.
Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another. Ah, but there's an idea.
Yeah? I'm all ear.
I have a matter to attend to at the Agora. Please, go on inside. I will join you shortly.
Okay. Oh, this is Thancred. Actually, I wonder how many people did make this joke. And he's spying on us as his opponents in the coming Rite of Succession. Maybe. The games have already begun. Ajika, welcome back, Megino. If you're looking for Vuklamat, she's currently with the others in her chambers. If you like, I can go and fetch them for you. Please. Understood. Please wait in the main hall.
You have the look of someone who's made up their mind. Go on then. Let's hear it.
Yeah, I have to.
I wish to boldly go where I've never gone before.
Then you need me as much as I need you. Together we'll blaze new trails in Tural.
New trails, okay. I see what you did there.
You're not planning to leave without us, are you?
All of you?
No, Alice! What are you two doing here?
We happened to cross paths at Numenon earlier, you see, and I told them about Vuklamat. And when we fortuitously met again at the Agora just now, they expressed an interest in meeting our visitor.
Ah, you must be the twins who are sneaking after Erenville as toads.
Did he mention that?
100 things about us you could have told her, and you chose that.
First impressions last.
Oh, that pouty face.
'Tis an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. Alphino Leveilleur at your service, and this is my sister Alize.
Oh no, let's not do that. I really can't stand titles. So, you want to participate in the contest too, is that right?
Indeed we do. We've been assisting with the rebuilding effort in Garlemald. Yet while progress is being made, the question remains of how the nation might reconcile with its neighbors. We believe there is much we might learn from Tuliolal, a nation founded on unity. And in return for this honor, we would spare no effort in supporting your claim.
The more the merrier, I say. And I'd be keen to learn about Eorzea and Garlemald from you as well.
As a soon-to-be ruler.
Recruited so many committed and capable allies, I presume you have no need for my continued assistance?
Oh, sure, come on, Erenville. I want you with us.
Nonsense! Like I told you before, you're indispensable.
I wonder why.
They're strong, aye, but strangers to our land. They need someone to guide them, to point out the dangers and spare them grisly deaths. I can't think of anyone better suited to that task than you. What's more, despite your assertions, I know you haven't given up on the City of Gold.
I see. Yeah, it's in your eyes. Come on. And you, Crow? What's wrong?
As I recall, Kryl, you were the first to state your desire to visit Tural.
Perhaps I was.
Getting cold feet now? Come on.
Still, I can't help but worry about being away just when our order is beginning to find its feet again.
You have nothing to worry about. I haven't forgotten how you held the fort while I set off to explore Alzadal's legacy. It's only fair that I return the favor. Pray, leave the students to Ojika and me.
Why you're not coming, Raha?
But, Raha...
Hmm?
You want to retrace your grandfather's steps, don't you? This is a rare opportunity, and I insist that you seize it.
Thank you, Raha. Thank you.
Well, looks like it's settled. I'm counting on you all to help me win the throne.
Sure thing.
I suppose now is a good time to show you what I spent a small fortune on at the Agora.
Oh. And whose fortune did he spend? A new map?
There.
Or an addition? Just a new.
This,
Yep.
my friends, is the latest map of the world.
Oh.
Created to celebrate our friendship with the Loperids. Cast your eyes west of Sharlayan, for there it lies.
Ah,
The site of your next great adventure, Tural.
nice. The full map. We didn't even see this one during the keynote. They only showed part of it. Well, it could be a bit higher quality. You spent quite a fortune on this lump of pixels. But I appreciate it. Thanks, Ra. Okay. Now what will be the end of it? Lest you wonder about your passage to Tural, Erenville will arrange a ship through his guild. Then you don't only worry about your own preparations. Okay. Speaking of which, please take this with you. A rugged and ready knapsack. May it serve you well on your coming adventures. Now, I'm not sure when departure will be, but rest assured, I'll let you know when I hear something. So then, please take your ease. Oh, nice. Research has proven that wearing a knapsack or similar greatly reduces the likelihood of being pestered with questions about how you can carry so many items used to acquire a knapsack. Okay. Meanwhile, in Limsa.
When does the next ship set sail?
Well, next
May
year.
I ask your destination?
Yeah, where to?
The north and east, I've already seen. I suppose I'll head west this time.
So he will just be there for the
West, you say?
hell of it. Okay. Hey. No. So he won't be with any pod, he will just be there, because why not? Okay, that's okay. Meanwhile in Old Sharlayan. Orianger? A letter.
I see you've made up your mind. I had a feeling you'd be keen.
Oh. So
But
they
to
will.
think that our comrades too are thither bound. Fate doth work in mysterious ways.
So they will be one party. Well, we are the other party. We
Indeed.
knew that, so.
It will be a grueling task, having to contend with them.
I won't hold back. One gun break against the other.
If the prospect doth trouble thee, 'tis not too late to decline the petition. Though thine expression would suggest thou art far from perturbed.
Oh, how could I possibly be, knowing what's to come?
Then let us delay no further and secure passage on a vessel.
So you wanna go ahead and have the upper hand by going first?
This will be a mission to remember.
The two dads.
Come, my friend. We make for Terra.
That leaves just Ishtola? Well, Ishtola and Graha. We did see them in the trailer, so they will be there. Now the final view.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty?
That is unfair. Why you bring Emmett Selk into this? Come on.
Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offord's north?
We haven't been there yet, either, so...
The fabled golden cities of the New World.
Yeah, that's the next one. We will be remembered about him all the time, right? Every time we go to a new place, we will hear him. Weigh anchor now, the tide is high, and dawn of new adventure nigh. Row forth to break horizons bond, and tread the gilded path beyond. Tomorrow's unknown. Sun Chaser. Ooh, that's a nice title. And... sweet. Wait a second, there we go. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. Actually, just a sec. Where is it? Here. And now a Gleaner. Whole Gleaner outfit. Sweet. And now the long wait. Well, there is still more to do, but in terms of the quest of the main scenario, we now have to wait. I can tell you, it even though it feels like a long time, once it's here, it will feel like we just like it was yesterday. So then, just gotta wait a tiny bit long, and then the path to Dawntrail will be open. And who knows what else might come in between.